pins and recreates the world accordingly. Problem is, Klaus has no heart now.
Yeah.
So, which is why Lucas needs to be the one to pull more of the pins.
But the biggest thing people say about Klaus's situation is, what did Porky do to cause Klaus to desire suicide over coming back after everything that happens?
He took his heart. And basically...
No, I mean, like, they're saying, like, what has he experienced? What has he suffered to get to that point?
I mean, at the very end, he's being forced to fight against his brother. And
I'm not trying to destroy your stuff. That guy was attacking me in your doorway.
And basically, all this starts basically right after the death of his mother. So, yeah. And it would be even darker. Like, a lot of the the unused content in the game's files and such imply that it was almost even darker in a lot of places. Like, a lot of the unused sprites for the final battle were a lot darker.
How were they darker?
I think they were also a lot more darkly symbolic. There are, like, actually signs of, like, Pokey dying outside of his life support machine thing. I mean, while he's a terrible person, that's still pretty dark.
Especially for a Nintendo game.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That might be why it was all that was dummied out. There's monkey torture. That wasn't dummied out. Maybe that's part of why it didn't get released stateside, because maybe Nintendo of America just didn't want to touch it. I guess it's actually kind of understandable, I mean, given looking at some of the game's themes. Probably the darkest Nintendo game.
In that era.
Maybe just the darkest Nintendo licensed game.
I don't know.
I mean, what competition is there?
I don't know all the Nintendo games, so I wouldn't be able to say that. But the Metroid games are pretty dark.
Not that kind of dark, though.
I didn't say that kind of dark. I said they're dark.
It's a friendly ship! I'm gonna say hello to it, and it'll be like, beep. And then it'll kill me. I mean, I'd say another M sounds like it's probably the darkest Metroid gets, and that Samus suffers from PTSD. There's an entry for PTSD in the Metroid wiki.
You know, it's a really dark series, but has some phenomenal writing and great characters.
Yes.
StarCraft.
Yes.
Oh, it has amazing writing. There are people who complained about the endings of the later games. I loved every single game.
I've only played the first StarCraft.
And he'll never play any of them again.
But, yeah, I'll agree. Yes. Oh, hi there, Hilotl Scarf Lady Man.
It's too bad he'll never play them again, because I'm really, really bad at RTSs in a streamable format.
I mean, the main reason I'm iffy on this is because I don't even know why, actually. I mean, I say I don't really like RTS, but I guess I never play it. So, I mean...
Well, and you play Disgaea, which is a TBS, and the only difference is that it's faster to play an RTS.
And I feel my units are more personalized than all just the mooks of most RTSs. I guess I could give it a shot sometime. Of course, starting from the first... Will we start with StarCraft or StarCraft 2? I guess we have to start with
StarCraft.
I don't
StarCraft
remember.
2 takes place 7 years after.
Right, right. It is a direct sequel. What is the big deal of this PlayerUnknown's Battleground game? What the heck
It's just
is
really
it?
popular. It's just a...
Who is this PlayerUnknown and why is he such a
He's
big
the
deal?
guy who created it.
Okay.
Oh, I really need to heal.
Oh God! Hylotl needs food badly.
Lotto needs to eat bandages really bad.
Oh yeah, there was also a Persona fighting game.
It's from Japan. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Wait. Does the first Persona cost twice as much as Persona 4? What?
On, like, PlayStation Network?
Yeah.
I don't know, does it?
I think so. Oh God, a black bandana. That's actually pretty cool.
Sweet Louisiana.
Coming at
Something, something, something in the state of Indiana.
you. Louisiana is in Indiana. Ohio. Ohio. Why does I keep this bandana with me just so I can put it on sometime? Let's see. Persona 5 has a whole bunch of DLC. Which
With
makes
a name like Danny California, something, something, something. I don't know the rest of the words.
Persona 4 has a rhythm game.
I have the best rhythm game.
Are you rhythm?
Well, I must have gone all the way around, or else there are 2 islands of 3 dirts each.
Alright, the PS1 version of Persona 2 is only $10. Oh.
What?
We would have no way of streaming Persona 2.
Is it not available in the...
It's only on the PlayStation's portable systems. So we'd actually have to get a physical copy, which I'm sure would be hecka expensive.
Yeah, it's like $70.
But yeah, aside from that, 3 and 4 are actually the cheapest.
That's because more copies were probably made.
No, digitally.
Yeah, it's probably because more copies were made of the later ones.
That is something. So yeah, I don't know how he would do. I mean, I guess there's a cable that can connect a PSP to a television?
It's more money.
Why is this friendly ship surrounded by bad men and stones?
God dang it! Once I finish eating, I can't not cough for 17 years.
Oh my god! Oh, dang it! I flew into the poison poop trail. Now I know how a meatball feels.
I don't follow.
Meatballs always fly into the poison poop.
I don't like that they heightened the amount of hit points that the enemy things have.
I don't like that food goes bad.
Because, I don't like that either. Because
You don't need it,
now,
though.
like, some of these guys have, like, enough hit points that it basically makes more sense to just zoom past them.
Yep,
and not
you
bother.
need a new weapon. That's what comes down to, you know? You need to actually upgrade your mech. But that's why
Get
I'm telling
out! You've been doing it the whole time! Get out!
Oh, I don't think you insta die when your mech blows up anymore.
No, you do not.
Those guys trying to get in. You could probably snipe them. once you get rid of these mans.
By throwing worms at them?
Worms!
Ow, hey!
I like the aesthetic of the starting mech gun, but oh my god, is it worthless. Pierce the heavens with your dispenser. Pressurized girder! Girder.
Ugh. I died.
You did not. I had an enemy on the other side of a girder, so I just poked a hole in it and shot
Put
through
it away, please. Thank you.
There's a worm! Oh.
I mean, you could do that, Dark, if that's really what you want to do with your life.
What do you say?
He needs to make 2,000 copies of his Xenon was here sign.
He put that sign on my ship, so I stole it and I put it on his ship, making it say, "Was Xenon here?" I phrased it as a question without punctuation. Oh, do not crash into an enemy ship's thrusters.
Yeah, you take damage.
An enemy did it and died. And then I did it and it hurt a lot. Which means I'm going to deal with this ship without my mech. Oh, here that comes the men's! Oh, they decided not to. They left.
Yeah, the enemy thrusters do 100 damage per time you touch them.
It appears so, ye. Oh yeah, I have my gigantic snowball to fight them with. I wonder if it does damage.
No, I don't think it does. I think it just busts open.
No, it does 1 damage, I think. I killed him with a snowball!
How does that make you feel?
Well, I also killed him with
Suppose
fire.
you were to die tonight.
What would
What
you
would
say?
you say?
Ah!
Oh, so I didn't tell you about what happened at the Wrestlins the other night.
Did someone die?
At their major pay-per-view event, they brought back one of the least popular stipulation matches that's ever been made. The stipulation creates this like double layer cage that makes it almost impossible for the audience to watch because there's so much crap in the way.
That's cool.
On top of that, they had the match between two characters who have done the same match for like so many times. They did the match in a very generic fashion. Everything was extremely predictable. And then at the very end, they had the return of one of the least popular people to ever be in the WWE ring as like the very last thing that happens at the very end. Nobody cared. It was not popular. Nobody liked what happened, and it was very, very disappointing for pretty much anyone who spent money on the thing. It was a very, very terrible pay-per-view.
Gnomes and fire everywhere! Sorry.
So yeah.
I don't understand why you watch it.
Because it's fun to be disappointed. It's not fun to be disappointed.
I mean, honestly, you just lifted that. I would have understood. Your Molotovs can hurt you.
Yes, they can. I should probably go here. Look at all the different types of planets there are.
Some graffiti says, "Turn back," and my character's like, "This graffiti is so pushy."
I don't know if I have the turn back graffiti. I have a couple of them.
I'm just throwing a whole bunch of gnomes and Molotovs. I don't think the gnomes appreciate this.
I also don't think the gnomes do any damage.
No, I think they cling to them and do damage over time. You probably should